Hi.
Hi.
Evelyn Lau from the National News in Abu Dhabi. So I actually wrote my question just in case I get a little nervous. So the crowd was obviously very amazing tonight in the UK, and it shows that they really missed having a big WWE event. I've been very lucky to also attend the Saudi event in person as I live in the Middle East. So I was just wondering, kind of going forward, are there more plans to do maybe big overseas shows in other parts of Europe with the addition of NXT Europe coming up shortly?
So one, yes, thank you for very much for the question. You did a great job, even if you were nervous. I don't know, but I thought it was great. One, very excited about NXT Europe. I think the opportunity for us, NXT UK started here. We had large plans for it prior to the pandemic. We were about to make some big moves with it, and things happen in life, as Tyson said. Sometimes we all get knocked back down. We got to regroup and figure it out. I think with all that behind us, hopefully now, the time to make that move is now. And what we decided to do was pull back on what we were doing so that we could advance to the next level. Sometimes tough to do at the same time. So I think you'll see NXT Europe. And as I mentioned the other day in some interviews, I think the long-term goal in that is to be in markets all around the world with product that eventually can be competing against each other, World Cup type scenarios that are feeding into Raw, to SmackDown, and to WrestleMania. As far as the events go, when you put 62,000 fans going crazy like you had tonight in a stadium like this, it's hard not to want to do it again. And it's hard not to want to do it in a lot of different places that I think we will get this same type of reaction to. So there are a lot of markets in the world. There are a lot of stadiums in the world. There are a lot of places. So one thing about WWE, there is not a place on this planet, and I've been to most all of them. I've been fortunate enough to, in my career, to go to all of them. There's not a place on this planet that doesn't know WWE, that WWE superstars don't go there and have fans all over them and giving us this type of reaction. That is amazing. We want to go see those fans. We want to get in front of them. We want to be in stadiums all around the globe doing this kind of event. And tonight was step one in that process. And I think you'll see and hear a lot of announcements over the next few years that will be very exciting for everybody. And hopefully all of you have your passports and stuff and can visit us there as well.
Hi, Paul. It's oh dear, that was worse than I thought.
I'm guessing there's probably roughly 50,000 sound like that right now.
I started a Dominic chant earlier and it went weird. Tom Campbell from Cultaholic. What's the future of the Clash at the Castle IP? Because it's one of those names that it works so wonderfully here in Cardiff because of the Castle. Is this one that you could see touring with maybe NXT Europe or maybe on the main WWE brand again?
Yeah, and there's not that many places in the world that have castles. So it's a bit limiting in that, but Clash of a lot of different places works. Not saying that's exactly what it's going to be, but when you talk about the IP and where we want to go with it, that's certainly a possibility. But as you see, which we've done with Crown Jewel, different events, there's opportunities to do that. I think there's opportunities to do that, as I said earlier, all over the globe, whether, pick a country. There's a desire for it. It's just us figuring out the right cadence and the right order to make this work in the biggest way possible. But like I said, when you get reactions like you have here tonight, you want to go to markets all over the world and get that same reaction, and that's what we're intending to do. Yep, thank you.
Michael Martinez from Lucha Libre Online. I'm
Hey,
in
Michael.
Puerto Rico. I saw here tonight Leon Edwards and Tyson Fury, and I wanted to ask you, is there any opportunity that in the future we will see Bad Bunny in a WWE ring again?
Yeah, so, you asked here questions earlier about the passion and the dedication and the hard work and everything else that goes into it, to being a WWE superstar. We do things with people like Bad Bunny or Pat McAfee or Logan Paul. The excitement level that brings to fans outside of what we do. But I love working with people like that when they have the same passion that our superstars have. One thing about Bad Bunny, so when we were going to work with Bad Bunny and he was going to face The Miz and they were doing all of their business for that, at that period of time, I was at the Performance Center almost weekly, absolutely weekly. And every single time that I would go there, I would walk in and they would say to me, Bunny's in the other room training if you want to go say hi. He was in there and I would go in there. He would be pouring with sweat. He'd be beat up. He was grinding. You know, when we talked to him about that event, he went and got himself a house in Orlando, lived there, came to that performance center every single day. People talk about Logan Paul. I talk to Logan Paul on a regular basis. You don't get as good as he is, as good as Bunny is, that quickly, that fast, without putting in the dedication and the hard work. So to me, he deserves every bit of respect that anybody else does. It's what I said to Bunny after he worked with us the first time. You earned my respect. I don't give it easily. Logan Paul, same thing, earned my respect. I don't give it easily. Pat McAfee, same thing. There's a list of people like that. People don't want to take it seriously. They don't want to respect what we do. I don't want to work with them. But when it's somebody like Bad Bunny, absolutely. So, little bit of a spoiler. He and I are going to have a conversation very, very soon. It's already scheduled. We're going to go and see what's available. Biggest music star in the world. So let's go.
All right, Dan Green. Hi, Paul. Josh here for Sport Bible. Just wanted to get your thoughts on the crowd and how they kind of played a part in the show tonight.
Sorry, you're going to have to
Just
say it a little slower.
the accent.
Can you pull it off without as much of an accent? Help me.
Just wanted to get your thoughts on the crowd and how they kind of played a part in the show tonight.
Oh, yeah. So, look, I think at one point, Michael Cole and Corey made a comment about the extra member of a team, right, in a team sport. And Cole made the comment that there are 62 additional members of a team here tonight. They are every bit the secret sauce of WWE is our fans. The secret sauce of WWE is all of you, right? When people come to an event like this to have a good time, we talk about putting smiles on people's faces. However they reacted tonight, 62,000 people were going crazy, having the time of their life in this stadium, and leaving here with smiles on their faces in some way, whatever that is for them. You know, to me, that is every bit as important as anything else we do in this business. It's why we do it. Seth set it up here. Those people are why we do what we do. Everything about what we do. It's what we love. It's why we do it. So when they give us that passion, we give them that energy back in the ring. I know for me as a performer, it's what drove me. I said it the other day, you know, I was being asked a question by Ariel Helwani about The Rock coming back, and I said, you know, I used to lay there thousands of times while I was taking people's elbows, and I would watch him pull that pad off, and I would watch goosebumps cover his body when that crowd would all, you know, however many people it was, whether it was tens of thousands or whatever, you know, I'd watch him get goosebumps all over his body. The connection we have with our fans is like nothing else in this world. That passion that they give us, that connection. Other sports, you play the game. Other sports, no knock on anybody's other bit, but Tyson Fury goes to the ring. He wants to almost zone that out, right? He's got one thing in mind, just knock this guy out. He's not worried about fan reaction or anything else. Every move we make in that ring, every little nuance, every facial expression, every raise of an eyebrow, every single thing, every chop Sheamus took tonight, right? Every kick in the head that he took, every one that Gunther took, it's all for them. It's all for you, right? Every bit of that emotion that we get back, that's the passion, that electricity, that connection to our fan base. It's unlike anything else in this world. And it's why we do what we do. It's why we get on planes and travel all over the globe. It's why these guys and girls go on the road and grind every night and away from their families and do what they do, because they wouldn't do anything else. They love it. And we love the reaction you give us. And please keep giving us to it, because it's why we do what we do.
Well, on that note, unfortunately, that will wrap up the questioning for Triple H. Paul, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I want to thank all of you for being here. I want to thank you guys, especially, again, I want to thank the community here in Cardiff, the government, everybody here. This has been an unbelievable experience. I think, as much as I stated earlier, this was a sort of a memories that will last a lifetime event for 62,000 fans that were here. This is a memory that will last a lifetime for every talent, every employee, every crew member, everybody that is here. And for me personally as well, this is a night I'll never forget. So thank you very much.